Career Choice Meditation. Can you imagine your first option, your first career choice or company? And bring all of that closer to your heart. Imagine all of that inside of your chest so that your heart can read the situation. Imagine already having chosen this option. Bring it to your heart and allow your heart to read it. Because your heart knows everything many years in advance. And can you now imagine option 2? Career number 2 or company number 2? And bring that into your chest. Bring that closer to your heart so that your heart can read it. Imagine already having chosen that. And see how your heart feels about that without inventing anything or adding anything or imagining anything further. Just imagine that career choice or that company and bring it inside your chest. And then imagine a third option, a third choice. A more ideal choice, perhaps, that is neither of the two, just something outside of the dilemma, outside of the two options. There's always more than two options, is what I'm saying here. And bring that option, that third option, into your heart, into your chest, for heart reading. And then shift attention back to option 1, career 1 or company 1. And can you imagine yourself working in that company 5 years from now? Shift your focus now to the second option. Can you imagine working there 5 years from now, working that career or that company? Can you imagine this from the chest, from the heart? Can you feel it? No matter what your mind says, no matter what the internet says, no matter what people say, no matter what your family says, no matter what friends say, no matter what enemies say, it's about what your chest says, what your heart says. And then take the third option, perhaps the ideal option you imagined, or a real third option. And can you imagine working it 5 years from now? And then put your attention back to option 1, choice 1. And imagine taking that choice to a much higher realm than the earth plane, to a heavenly realm. And imagine taking it up there and seeing a committee of higher beings or angels and proposing option 1, career 1, company 1 to them. And see what it feels like. And can you imagine taking career number 2, option number 2, or company number 2, and floating up to a higher realm, or floating up to heaven? Can you imagine a committee of higher beings or angels and presenting option 2 to them? Showing them option 2, and just see what that feels like or how they might react. And can you imagine taking option 3 up to a higher realm, taking it up in your arms and presenting it to them, proposing it, and just see what you feel or see what happens? And then let go of all these ideas, coming back to yourself and your heart, and realize that no matter whether you choose option 1, 2, or 3, you are capable of thriving in either. You're capable of thriving in option 1, 2, or 3. One choice may be better than another, may be more aligned with who you are, but in the grand scheme of things, you can thrive in any, because you create your reality day to day. Even so, knowing that you can succeed in any field, you now know which your heart prefers. And I recommend you go with your heart, with your chest feeling, regardless of any current evidence or outside advice or recommendation. Because your heart has a long time overview over many, many, many years.